10 big things that if you don't like it, you may not want to move to Texas. Let's get started. First off, we're going to talk about politics. We just went for politics first. Texas is a conservative state. Now, when you look at the polls, almost 50-50, so don't expect that everyone is conservative here. But what I want to say is if you are not conservative, you may not want to move to the country because they are very conservative in the country. And even the suburbs are very conservative. Most of the suburbs. The cities, the major cities lean liberal. They lean blue. But do know it could be culture shock. And I don't think that Texans are mean towards liberals. I think that you're just going to hear the talk, right? We're going to talk about guns and Trump and what's going on there. All that conservative talk is definitely here in Texas, especially the closer you get to the country. You may be an outsider if moving to the country and you're liberal. Let's go into the second one, which is religion. Texas is within the Bible Belt. A lot of religious people here, and there's multiple religions here. It's not just Christianity, but it is a prevalent Christian area. There are churches everywhere. And again, it's not that, I think atheism is very low here in Texas. And it's not that someone's not an atheist or can't be one here. It's just you're gonna hear in the culture. It's really in the language is what I'm talking about. The language of people who live here in Texas, you'll hear God in politics. Not everyone's political, but not everyone's religious, but you get my drift, right? It's a very big culture thing here. You can be at Chick-fil-A and definitely sit next to a family next to you and they're praying before they eat their meal, or they have a conversation with you, or just their conversation just involves the word God. Now, I like that. Just know that if you're moving here and you're not religious, you are going to be in culture shock. I have heard that from several people who have moved to Texas. The third thing is the cost of living. While it used to be very low, guys, it's now inching up there. Now, we're not as high as California, New York, New Jersey, but our cost of living has definitely gone up. Well, it's gone up everywhere. But I do see that Dallas, Fort Worth, especially, even Austin and Houston, we're going to continue to climb. Our prices for houses are going to continue to go upward. Remember, we had a peak in May and June 2022. We went down 10 to 20%, and now we're back up on the rise. Again, in this volatile market, we don't know what's going to happen, but long term, we don't have enough housing and jobs are moving here. So my prediction is maybe, wow, we may go down temporarily. We don't know yet. Long term, we're going to be going up in price. So that's just a side note where the cost of living, the word on the street is we were super low cost of living. Now we're probably medium cost of living. Just put it that way. Next up on the list is our infrastructure. We've had a reputation of having a great infrastructure when it comes to roads, tolls, highways. But let me just say that the more people are moving in, it's starting to get populated. We're getting some pretty heavy traffic in certain areas. Not everywhere, but in certain areas. Now, some people laugh at me when I say we have to drive for 45 minutes somewhere. They're like, that's nothing. So it's all relative. But for us here in Texas, we don't like to commute more than 30, 45 minutes to a job. So that's a lot of traffic for us. Now, keep in mind when you go to the newly developed areas, especially on the Fort Worth side, they tend to build the homes before the roads. So be aware of that. If you're building a home up in North Lake or even Prosper, there's some traffic going on right now with the construction. A big reality that has hit all of us here in Texas this year is if you don't want to face 100-degree heat plus, don't move to Texas. Because I'm telling you, it's been 44 days of unbearable 100+ degree heat, triple digits, and you know that when it hits 98 as a high for a day and we're all excited about the cool weather, that it's hot. Typically 96 is the average high, and this record-breaking heat I'm not a fan of. So if you can't handle the heat, don't move to Texas. I think I said on another video, although if I had to live in 103-degree heat versus for 44 days or 30-degree cold for 44 days, I choose the heat. That's just me. To each his own. What do you think? Would you rather the heat or the cold? Put it in the comments. What's crazy to me is when you're plus 100, it's too hot to even swim, which is why I typically love the summers so much, is I love swimming. I love lake life. I love the outdoor water sports, and it's too hot. So if you do buy a pool, you may want to get both, not just a heater for your pool, but a cooler for your pool as well. Just a thought. Let's talk about the critters. If you can't handle bugs, you may not want to move to Texas. So we do have mosquitoes you can't really get rid of. We've toned our mosquitoes down quite a bit because we have pest control that treats for mosquitoes, and that has made a significant difference, but not like, they don't eradicate mosquitoes. Roaches, I don't deal with roaches because we have pest control, but they're here. Snakes, I always like to set everyone's expectations. We do have snakes here. There are rattlesnakes and copperheads, poisonous snakes, but they're very rare to see unless you live in the country or near some water with tall grass. Mice are here, especially if you build a new home. You might want to get a cat. Because we're disturbing their habitat when we build a home, then you may see little mice, field mice in your attic, and so you have to treat for that. Also, spiders, again, especially new construction, you're going to disturb habitats, so you'll see a lot of spiders and just critters that aren't necessarily in a home that's, been around a few years. The worst, in my opinion, are the wasps and the ants. The wasps are my worst. Don't like them, and they're hard to get rid of, but we have pest control that knocks down the nest, and then they come and build again. And then ants. You don't want to go outside barefoot because they're fire ants. Yeah, they feel like fire. So those are the critters here. June bugs. Also, can't remember the name of them. We call them locusts, but they're not locusts. Starts with the C. Can't think of words, not coming to my mind. But they're very loud in the summertime, and I've had people that have moved here from other states that are like, what is that noise? And I'm like, what noise? I don't know what noise you're talking about. And really, they're talking about the locusts in the tree. Again, they're not locusts. The editor will help me figure this out. I'll figure this out for you. Another reason you may not want to move to Texas is the lack of outdoor activities, especially in this very hot weather. In the Dallas-Fort Worth area, there are some places to go hiking. There are some lakes, which are nice, but they're not like the northern lakes. You know, those good old freshwater northern lakes. Most of our lakes are man-made. You can go kayaking, paddleboarding in the rivers nearby, but it's not like amazing hiking. It's not like we have a mountain to go hike, right? So in that regard, if you're a super big outdoors person, you'll have to either drive or fly to get more of those outdoor needs met. The next thing that, as I was watching other people's videos of Florida, it reminded me, our tap water is not that great here. I've heard that up north, the tap water is much better with all the fresh water, but down here, you definitely want to get a filter. It is safe to drink, and they make sure that, they run all of their tests to make sure we have safe water to drink, but it doesn't taste good. So you'll notice that if a restaurant doesn't have a filter, a built-in filter, that water is going to taste gross. You may want to get a water softener. Most people don't have water softeners here, but they are very luxurious. Just know that they're not standard here to have a water softener, but a luxury, but definitely it'd be nice to get one. But yeah, just know that you want filtered water to drink anyway. And it really depends on the city. So I feel like in Roanoke, like the water tastes pretty good to me, but my mom lives out in Azle. Don't drink that water in Azle. So each city will vary, depending on their water and how they treat it. The homelessness, I feel like, okay, we went to Austin, Texas, and I was like, oh my gosh, there's more homeless people here. San Antonio, I was like, whoa. Recent numbers have come out. Well, as of 2022, it shows that Texas has had a drastic decrease in homelessness, which is awesome. And then 2023, it came out that we've increased in homelessness. They attribute that to having more volunteers to actually count and do the census on homelessness. But at the end of the day, depending on where you go, like I feel like homelessness in Fort Worth is a little better than probably all the other cities. How they handle homelessness, I've definitely seen in the larger cities that we've had more. Now, it's nothing compared to California, but just saying. The 10th thing you may want to consider before moving to Texas is the grid, the electrical grid. Now, I used to be very proud that Texas has its own standalone electric grid for electricity until Snowmageddon. Snowmageddon, and we had rolling blackouts. We had never, my entire life, I'd never experienced a rolling blackout in Texas until Snowmageddon, which was 2021. I'm sure you remember. But also with this heat, the threats of rolling blackouts have been proposed, and we haven't experienced any right now. I think that someone on our team has been experiencing them a little bit. Ooh, I don't like that idea. So while it's great that we stand alone, it's also not great because if we ever needed to borrow electricity, we couldn't go to other states for it. So that's just something to keep in the back of your mind. I don't know if it's a reason to not move to Texas, but you know, just something negative that I'm not too thrilled about right now. Now, if you still want to move to Texas, we would love to help you. You can call, text, or email us. You can set up a one-on-one Zoom consultation by clicking the link below. And thank you so much for trusting us as your real estate team. This helps us make more videos. Watch this next one.